It's crazy. Like, we went to a community barbecue, I don't know, like a month ago. And it was cheap, okay? Like, this is not like oh, imagine how expensive things are in Vancouver. For like barbecue standards, this was definitely pretty cheap, okay? Hang on. See you in 10 minutes in the on-ban requests. At the community barbecue, bottle of water, chips, hot dog or hamburger, $5. For all three in Vancouver, Canadian dollars, that's a pretty good bargain these days, okay? But I can't turn off the part of my brain that's like, it should be $4.50 for the hot dog combo, and it should be $5 for the hamburger combo, because one hamburger and one hot dog are not equivalent. 3 hot dogs is worth 2 hamburgers. I know that's like, there's some indivisibility going on there, but I mean, sometimes math doesn't fit into your pretty little box. It's definitely not 2 hot dogs for 1 hamburger, but it's like 1.5 hot dogs for 1 hamburger. Also, I can't turn off the part of my brain that like the whole thing was run by volunteers. They had a bunch of high school boys running the barbecue stand. You go buy a ticket, that you give the ticket to them. They say, do you want a hamburger or a hot dog? And then you say, I'll take a hamburger. And then they shout it to the person on the grill. The person on the grill plates it and gives it to you. The whole thing was run. It was fucking chaos back there. They would never make it. These kids would not have stood a chance in plate up. That's all I'm saying. I was like, you get me in here. I understand you're probably like light on volunteers for this kind of thing right here. You get me behind there. I'll be making conversation. I'll be, hey, 2 hamburgers. Then you're sitting there waiting for your hamburgers to come out. I'd be checking on it too. I'd be like, hey, you got this guy's hamburgers, right? And they'd be like, oh, sorry. I was watching a TikTok or something, whatever, the fucking, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're in a rough spot. He instantly sounds old. It's not my fault that like they weren't good at their job or their volunteer job. It was also like, I mean, I don't know. I get that they're volunteers, but I think when you're volunteers, you still have to like try, unless I'm an insane person. I don't think you get to like volunteer and then just like slack off. Like there was a volunteer running the bouncy castle. All they had to do was keep the bouncy castle zipped up, and then when a kid came up to it, unzip it. Why does that person exist? So no 3-year-olds go out like Ralph Wiggum and smash their head on the concrete floor. You need the zipper there so if they bounce into the door, they don't fly out. Hang on 1 second here. Oh. Anyway, long story short. Oh! The dude managing the bouncy castle was not keeping the thing zipped up. He was on his phone, and he kept the thing like fully unzipped the whole time. I was just watching these kids like come 3 centimeters away from oblivion.
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
I see. Bye.
Take care. Greetings.
Sometimes I just go look at the great oak.
They'd never be the same, man. Then they got he was like, my shift's over. They got a new kid. The kid managed it for like 1.5 minutes, and then he just started looking at the clock. And I'm like, dude, come on. When I was a kid, if you manned the canteen, you gave it your all, okay? Someone said, hey, give me 2 orange crushes. You say, that'll be $2. They give you a 5. You already had 3 loonies prime to give them back. You said, enjoy the rest of the air show. Kids these days could never, man. You worked at the air show? You think I didn't do any volunteering at Norman Rogers Airport? What do you take me for? Oldest 30-year-old ever? Brother, have you seen the state of the world? I don't take it as an insult anymore. It's like a privilege to be a 34-year-old who acts like a 34-year-old. Like Corey's 40. And dude's still taking pictures of stuff at the grocery store that say like, you know, creamy tomato, and then going, what the hell is this? Should I buy this? -2, we stand Corey here. I stand Corey too. I'm just making a joke at his expense. The man who freezes his jeans is 40. I know, it's like really funny. I have not volunteered yet, maybe when my kid is in school, but I definitely do see myself in the next 3 months becoming one of those dudes who, whenever he's outside, well, whenever I take my kid to the playground, at least, I'm going to be carrying around like a little bag to put garbage in. The shit is driving me crazy. So the playground, so I'll just covered in water bottles, juice boxes, old potato chip bags. And like, if it's kids that are doing it, then whatever, man. But I think that what it is a lot of the time is it's like people had their kid's birthday party at the playground and then they like did a shit job of cleaning up, in which case you failed as an adult. But that's all right. I'm a little busy, but I got no problems picking. I'll handle my own shit and I'll pick up your slack as well until you get your head screwed on straight, you piece of crap. Don't worry, I got it. There's a lot of functional adults out here that are, we're used to carrying a couple people along with us, quite frankly. Do your playgrounds not have staff that clean it? I mean, they probably do, but they might swing by like once every few days. I'd rather just pick it up myself and put it in the garbage can.